As for the middle portion, I will try to root this, plant it, and oh no! Oh no, I forgot to mark which one is the top and which one is the bottom. Oh no. That is the danger because if I plant this upside down, it will not root. Hello everyone, my name is Anna. Welcome to Cactus Caffeine. For today, we have a little bit of a situation. As you can see, this cactus right here in the middle, this is a Trichocereus hustler. If you notice, it is leaning. So I had to support it on that rack because I'm going to show you a picture of how it looked like this morning when I woke up. It completely bent over. I thought at first it was rotting, but fortunately it is not. It just got too top heavy. As a background, I bought this cactus from Brent Wigan last year. And when I bought it, it was about this height right here. And then it was in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the heat wave here in Las Vegas. So we were at 115 degrees at that time when I came back with this cactus, and I was afraid that it will burn coming from Southern California where they were in the 80s, and then bringing it to Vegas at 115 degrees Fahrenheit heat. I was afraid that it was gonna burn. So what I did was I placed this in my front porch. And what happened was it grew etiolated. So from this point right here to this point right here, that is the etiolated part. So the thin part is called an etiolation. Etiolation happens when a cactus grows lacking sunlight. It will grow thin and it will stretch as if searching or reaching for the sunlight. Etiolation in cactus is something that is permanent. So once your cactus is etiolated, it will remain thin on that part. But once you expose your cactus again to sufficient amount of sunlight, it will start growing normal and more plump again, looking like how it should be. What I plan to do with this cactus is I'm planning to cut off the top portion, the one that is looking normal, let it callus, and then I will plant it separately in another pot. And then the bottom, I am expecting it to grow offshoots that probably later on I can propagate. This task may look simple, but actually it is not because I'm going to do it by myself. I have no help today. So that cactus, although it looks thin, it is very heavy. Even the pot is very heavy. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to do this by myself, but I need to do it today. So I have this or this. I don't know which will work better, but I will try to work on it with the least harm to the cactus and to me, the least amount of harm as possible. I don't know how I am going to cut this without this top part falling over. So that is the only solution that I came up with. Anyway, let's get cutting. Success! So I was able to cut the top portion off, and I just have these bottom. But then this part, I think I will still cut it, because the offsets might start shooting out from the top, and again, if that happens, it will become top heavy again and I will be back having the same problem again. So I think I will cut this portion off and I will leave this bottom one, the thicker one, for the offshoots to grow out of. Here is the top portion, so I'm just gonna do a cleaner cut at the bottom. Always disinfect your tools before you do this because you don't want to introduce infection on the cactus. So okay, ow. Whew. Trichocereus spines are one of the meanest. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut the sides. It is getting dark, so I had to take a light out. But anyway, this is how I cut the end. As you can see, I did it in a slant on the edges, revealing the vascular bundle in the middle. So that circle in the middle, that is the vascular bundle, and that is where the roots will start to shoot out. So when this dries out, usually the middle part, this has the tendency to shrink inward. So by doing this, even though this shrinks, it will still have a good contact with the soil. So I'm going to leave this out. Oh, first I will put cinnamon on it to help it heal, and cinnamon also has an antifungal property. So I will apply cinnamon on it, and then I will leave this out for probably a week or two. 1 week may be enough since it is summer right now, but if you live in a more humid place, or if you're doing this in a cooler months, you will have to leave this out longer. But for me, I think 1 week is enough. I will let this dry and callus before I will plant it in soil. As for the middle portion, I will try to root this, plant it, and oh no, I forgot to mark which one is the top and which one is the bottom. Oh no, that is the danger, because if I plant this upside down, it will not root. Anyway, 50-50 chance. So what I'm going to do is I'll also put cinnamon on the ends, let it callus over, and then I will plant it in soil. Here is the bottom part of the cactus. Notice how I cut the top. So I did it in a slanted way rather than doing it straight. Why? If I cut this straight and it rains or water gets on top of the cactus, the water will sit on top of your cactus, and that could lead to fungal or bacterial infection on your cactus. So if I do it this way, at least if it rains, water will hopefully slide to the side of the cactus instead of staying there on top. And then now, same thing as I did with the cutting, I will also put cinnamon on this cactus. Okay, so cinnamon will help this heal. All right, some put like a powder, antifungal powder. If you have that, well and good, but for me, I just use cinnamon and it seemed to work for me. So this is how the end looks after it has calloused. It has been a little over a week. I lost track of time, I got busy, but anyway, it's been a little over a week and this has fully calloused. It is hot here right now and we have dry air, so everything dries up quick. Now I'm ready to pot this up. The soil that I use, it is still a little bit damp because it's from a freshly opened bag, so I am not going to water this until maybe about 5 days or even a week. So the little dampness in the soil there is enough, hopefully, to start encouraging this cutting to root. So all I need to do now is just add some top dressing into this so that when I water, the top dressing will keep the soil down and prevents it from floating, especially the pumice in there. It prevents it from floating and spilling over my pot. Plus, it looks better with top dressing too. It looks more finished. And then I added these 3 big rocks surrounding here. So these is just to keep my cutting steady for now. This is one big heavy cutting, guys. It just looks small, but it's full of water, so it is heavy. And I am afraid that, you know, it with the wind, it might knock it over. So I added this to keep this upright, plus to add weight to my pot because this is plastic. This is light, so when the wind blows, the pot don't get knocked over. Here is the bottom part of my Trichocereus hustler. The top has fully calloused. And then here are the top and the middle part of the Trichocereus. For this one, I reviewed my video and I think that is the bottom and this is the top. I hope I am right. If it doesn't root, then I know I made the wrong decision. So guys, next time, don't make the same mistake that I did. Make sure you label which is the top and which is the bottom. Otherwise, it will not root if it's upside down. I will be keeping this in a brightly shaded area until, you know, they form roots. You will know if they have rooted if they start getting fatter again. That means it is absorbing water and it has roots already. And also the top will start growing a little bit. This one will not grow anymore, but it will fatten up if it roots. And I am just hoping for it to form offsets on the side. Based on experience, I haven't been lucky rooting the middle part. That means the top and the bottom doesn't have, you know, anything. I haven't had any luck. Hopefully my luck will be different this time. Okay, but we will find out in a few months from now. When watering a cutting, do not soak the soil in water. Just water it a little bit, you know, to keep the top part of the soil wet, and that will encourage rooting on your cuttings. Then if you see them starting to fatten up if it roots, you can slowly increase the watering of your cactus. Alright, that is it for my video for today. If you like it, guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Facebook and in Instagram. And I will talk to you again next time. Bye everyone, and cheers!